folks, it's your favorite world traveler here. Just want to let you guys know that I made it here in Israel safe and sound after many hours of traveling. Jet lag is a very, very real thing. I am tired as all get out. I slept in spurts. But you know what? I'm here, I'm alive, I'm excited, and I'm ready. Granted, I'll probably go to sleep in like 7 minutes, but I'm excited. I will tell you, I traveled to Italy 3 years ago, and that was quite an extensive, flight and whatnot. But the main difference is that whenever I went to Italy, I was only 19, 20 years old, whereas now I'm 21. And on international flights, they get you complimentary wine and alcohol. How have I not known this, and why have I not been traveling more? That really made things extremely awesome, and it made it go by a lot smoother for me. I think cumulative over the 50,000 hours that I was on a plane, I had 3 glasses of white wine and what do they call that? Gin and tonic, that's what it was. And the stewardess really wanted me to have that too. I said, give me a white wine, and she's like, oh, have this gin and tonic too. Okay, I'll have that too. So it was good. I got to watch a movie on the really, really long flight that went over the Atlantic. Granted, the headphones weren't the best quality, and I'm really not entirely sure what they said in the movie, but it was entertaining nonetheless. It's been a lot of traveling so far, not a lot of eventful things just yet. I did get settled into what feels like almost like this castle-type mansion thing that we're staying in here in Jerusalem. We're staying at this school called Jerusalem University College, which I'd never heard of, and it's not very large, but it's very, very nice, actually. It's beautiful. They've got gardens, and they've got this nice kind of view of the city, and it's just really nice and old-style looking. So I've actually taken some pictures and a couple of videos. If I'm technologically savvy, I will upload those into this nice little video format at the end of this that you can stay tuned to watch. If I'm not technologically savvy, then, well, there'll be nothing after this video, so we'll soon find out. That's exciting. Hopefully you'll be able to see that. With first impressions, Israel is actually very desert-like, especially in Tel Aviv, which is where we flew in. Very, 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 very desert. And they have these tall cliffs and ridges and these very low valleys. I kind of wanted to go climb them and then roll down them. I'm sure that would be dangerous, but you kind of have that allure that you want to do stuff. Now that you're abroad, you kind of want to do dangerous stuff. If there's ever a time to be a daredevil and risk your life, I'm a firm believer in doing it when you're abroad. I ended up getting the travel insurance, and so if I happen to die or something, they can pay for my to send me back. That's fine. But so that's exciting. Then when we got to Jerusalem, there's grass and there's beautiful trees and rocks and there's a hammock. I'm probably too large to get into the hammock, but nonetheless, it's there right outside my door. I have a nice room. We actually are kind of in this dormitory style environment where there's 8 beds, and there's only a total of 3 of us actually staying in this room, so I get a lot of space to myself, which is good. In case I want to go sleep in different beds, I can do that. Like I said, you got to hear this. So for dinner, we came in. The lady Mariah, who's the program coordinator, she does something. She's important. She greeted us, and she said, "Oh, well, let me show you your rooms." And so we went to our rooms, immediately threw our stuff on the bed, and then she said, "Well, dinner's being served." I was worried about this because I'm a very picky eater, and I was worried that we were going to be having goat liver or who knows what. It's Israel. I don't know what they eat here. I don't know what they serve, but actually I got in there, and we had grilled chicken, barbecue chicken, grilled. We had some chicken. There was watermelon. There was pretzels and crackers, and we had rice. So it was like normal food that I was accustomed to and that I knew. And then I went to the bookstore and I got a Snickers bar, and I got a Kit Kat, and I got a Twix bar, and I got some M&Ms. And so it's almost as if I'm at home. I'm absolutely loving it thus far. I can't imagine how this could possibly be a bad trip at all. So I have dinner for tonight. This is for second supper. And also, I have to let you know, it's really quite a miracle that I made it here alive. The only part of the entire trip that I worried about. So, you know, I went to the airport in Lexington, and I boarded a plane. We flew to Atlanta, where we had a layover. Then from Atlanta, we flew to Paris, where we had another layover. This one was 4 hours, where we had a layover. And then from Paris, we flew into Tel Aviv. All that was fine. Granted, I thought that, you know, I really thought that I was about to get advanced interrogated at the Tel Aviv check-in point. The guy kept really questioning me, like, who are you and what are you doing here, and are you a student, and where are you going, and where are you staying, and what's your room number, and all these things. And I told him, I was like, nah, dude, I've seen Taken. I can't tell you these things. I don't want to live that life. Liam Neeson doesn't know to come after me just yet. I'm sorry, that was a bad joke. The jet lag is a real thing. But the scariest part was actually whenever we got into this taxi cab bus type thing. They call it a Sharut, and it brought us from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem, which is about an hour voyage. And you think that, you know, in Kentucky or Texas or wherever you're watching from, you think that the drivers there are bad. And honestly, I really didn't think that there were any worse drivers anywhere than, like, Louisiana. But no, it's dangerous here. Like, I sat in the back seat of this bus thing, and the whole time, I felt like I was riding in the back seat of the car in front of us. This dude hardcore tailgated people. And then it turns out that Jerusalem University College is on this hill type thing. Like I said, it's overlooking the city to an extent. And so there's this long slope going up, and dude was originally going to pull up this slope to bring us here, but he realized that he wouldn't have been able to turn around to get the bus back down. So he pulls into the slot, kicks it in reverse, and starts backing up this slope. It's not that wide. It supports like one car length. And there are cars that are actually parked like on the side on this curb. We inched by them. It was so nerve-wracking. And there's this cliff, right? We're going up a hill, and there's this cliff that descends down into doom darkness and sudden death. And I'm almost certain that one of the tires came like millimeters away from falling off. So I survived that. But they're, like I said, daredevils. You know, it's a dangerous place. But that was good. We also passed through a tollway, and you know, you think that some of the folks at the tollways are like, you know, give me money, pay me now. They actually had some folks standing there with the machine guns. They're serious about their tollways. It almost makes me feel kind of bad that whenever I was in Houston a couple weeks ago, I ran through one of the tollways because I didn't have a sticker tag. They do the easy tag, but that's a rant for another day. Tomorrow. But yeah, they're serious about that. So, not a lot today. A lot of jet lag. Had dinner. Got to see a little bit of Jerusalem as I was driving in the car. For the next 3 days, I was told by Dr. Laney that we will be walking around Jerusalem, studying the history, learning about the geography and the landscape and the scope of it. And so, I will be taking a lot of pictures and videos those days, and I will do my best to upload those and share those with you folks. And during the time of my end-of-day reflection, I'll share some of the highlights of what I've learned. I'll try to talk mostly about culture, about history, and one other interesting thing that I am not yet thinking of because, again, jet lag. But I will try to make these good, relevant, informational videos, and I do hope that you will watch them and enjoy them and be informed and kind of experience Israel along with me. I'm very excited, and I am so excited for the days coming ahead. Not homesick yet, not culture shocked yet, but I'm sure it's coming. So yes, thank you for watching. Again, stay tuned at the end of this video if there is stuff. If there is not, then, you know, have a good day. But hopefully there'll be pictures and videos and whatnot. So stay tuned for that, and you know, stay beautiful. Later.